If your business is still under a million, this framework will help you get there. And if you have already crossed that mark, this exact system can help you get multi-million dollar growth. Best part, it's all right here for free. Proven by real business that have hit their dream numbers. A UK investment property firm doubled its ROI in just 6 months. A London company grew from £6,600 in monthly revenue to £136,000 in monthly revenue, crossing 1.5 million in a single year. Even during COVID, when other businesses were shutting down, this business grew by 20 times. So far in this DRS series, we have covered discovery, in that we started with 3 golden W's and we talked about what, who and why. And we told you how you can sell your product and service at 10x the price. Then we talked about marketing discovery, how to find right people and build trust. Then we moved on to content discovery to create messaging that drives action. And then we spoke about SEO discovery to make sure your audience can find you. And then we spoke about design discovery to craft layout that converts. And in the last video, we covered redesign discovery to plan a site that's ready for the next level. So if you missed any of those, go back and watch them first, because each steps build on to the last one. Hi, I'm Rahul Parashar, founder of Credofy Solutions. I left Accenture, made plenty of mistakes, and finally hit my first million. Out of that journey came this 3-step DRS process built to help other businesses skip trial and error. Now it's time for the final step in the discovery, which is feature and functionality. So this is where you discover all tools, integration, and backend system that let your site consistently generate leads, support customers, and scale towards a multi-million dollar growth online. Plus, we are giving away a built-in retention and referral multiplier strategy that keep your customers coming back and recommending you long after the first sale. So make sure you watch it till the end, and be sure nothing slips through the cracks. We have included a full chapter on features and functionality in our free discovery handbook. The link is in the description. Go grab it and follow it along. So let's break it down quickly into 4 steps. Starting with number 1, we have foundation. So here we are going to talk about what must be included from the day 1. Then we will move into integration. Which tools and platform must link seamlessly. Then third, we are going to talk about scalability. So here you will talk about what to add to handle more traffic and tasks later. Then fourth and final, we are going to talk about the retention. Here we are going to talk about how do you turn one sale into repeat business and referrals. So starting with the first, the foundation, here we are going to talk about the core functionality. So think about your site from the day 1 and think exactly you might need in 2 to 3 years. So you need to think of all the features that keep visitors clicking and exploring. So begin with must-haves. Do you want customer login, memberships, subscriptions, e-commerce, setup? So as I said, you can't plan just from the day 1 what all these feature and functionality you might need. You need to plan for 2 to 3 years and look ahead. So do you want to build for reach and growth right from the day 1? Right? If you might sell into different currencies, then you need to kind of think about multicultural functionality as here. If you are targeting, for example, let's say Arabian countries, they read not from left to right, they read from right to left. You need to think about all that. Then you need to think about the multilingual functionalities. And then you need to think about the tax rules that might be applying on different countries if you are building this e-commerce site. So you need to think of all these options right now and not later. So if the site can't scale with growth, you will outgrow it too quickly and face another costly rebuild. And also you must add GDPR, CCPA consent tools and privacy first data handling so that you are not scrambling when you expand. And setup analytics, conversion tracking, even funnels, so you always know what's working and what's wasting money and where to improve. And then you need to think of all the interactive features as a part of core and not later as add-ons. So these are elements that turn the static visitors into active participants. So all the features like calculators, quizzes, ROI estimator, product configurators, and anything that make your target audience click. So imagine this is your target audience. So you need to keep them engaged on your site and make them stay longer and makes them feel invested before they ever talk to sales. And if it doesn't have to be complicated, so here are a few examples. A mortgage calculator on financial side, a design your sofa tools on a furniture brand, and a quick product recommender that suggests perfect skincare routine. So all this creates small wins, and this build trust, and it also helps to pre-qualify the leads. And you can also think bigger, right? These interactive product demos, 360-degree views, AR, VR try-ons, and even AI-driven personal advisor that guide users through choices that can set you apart and collect valuable intent data at the same time. So in the step 3 of the DRS framework, we'll dig into numbers and show you exactly how the right interactive tools can massively lift conversions and how strategy meets functionality and engagement turns into sales. We have also added feature and functionality chapter in the discovery handbook. It mirrors all 4 areas with dedicated questions, planning templates, and practical checklists. Grab it from the video description so you can map out every feature as you go. With the foundation and engagement layers ready, the next step is to connect systems so growth runs on autopilot. And second is integration, and here we are going to talk about all the tech integration that you might need. So this is where you link all behind the scenes systems so your site handles lead, sales, and support automatically. Think about what you actually need. So starting with CRM integration, so every lead goes into your sales pipeline and finally converts into your client or customer. So client is from B2B perspective and customer is from B2C, as we have covered in our marketing discovery. And then comes your online scheduling and booking forms. So all these tools that let customers pick a time instantly, no email piggy bong. And then comes your real-time support. So here you have all your live chat or smart chat bots or help desk widgets to answer objections on the spot. Then comes your secured payment gateways for seamless trusted checkouts. Then comes your email marketing or WhatsApp or all your marketing automation. So all these tools will be used to nurture the moment a particular customer or a client signs up. And then comes your analytics and attribution integration. So here you know exactly which campaign or page generated each sale. Then comes your inventory and POS sync. So if you're running an e-commerce or a retail location, you need to have that. The goal is simple. Make every action, sign up, booking, purchase, and support automatic, trackable, and smooth. Done right, all these integrations will turn your site into always on sale service channel that works while you sleep. So once everything connects smoothly, it's time to make sure your whole setup can grow as fast as your business will. And then we come on to the third point here, which is scalability and automation. So don't just ask, will this work now? Ask, will this work when you even 2x, 3x, or 10x your traffic or revenue? So your site should be built on tech that scales, supports automation, and connects seamlessly with your future stack from marketing automation and CRM to customer success platform. This is also where the modern AI capabilities comes into picture. So here the first is your AI chatbots. So here you can use tools like Intercom and Drift. So that handles your complex queries 24/7. Then comes your predictive lead scoring. So here you can use tools like HubSpot, Salesforce to prioritize your hottest prospects. Then comes your personalization and recommendations. Then comes your automated emails, your SMS journey triggered by user behaviors, and all this needs to be analyzed using AI analytics. And for this, you can use tools like Google Analytics 4 with predictive metrics or amplitude AI insight to spot the trends before they become problems. So we'll go deeper into the tools in the step 3 of our DRS framework when we talk about technical strategy. For now, simply list what exactly you need. Cloud hosting that auto scale during traffic spikes, CMS for easy content expansion, and flexible APIs for adding new tools without rebuilding are equally critical. Otherwise, your website becomes the bottleneck that limits traffic, leads, and revenue growth. So once you are ready to scale, the final step to keep those hard-won customers engaged so they come back again and again. And this takes us to the fourth and final step, which is retention. And here we are going to talk about the repeat engagement. So this is not just about you or about your business. This is about giving control to your users, and retention starts with a strategy, not software. First, decide who do you truly want to keep coming back to you, and who you simply want to delight once, and where a referral is more valuable than chasing another visit. Only then choose the feature that fit. Begin with the essential that give customers real control, and this is where your self-servicing dashboard, order tracking, personalized content, and saved wish list comes into picture. These tools turn one-time interaction into lasting relationship. Then match the rest of your business to high frequency buyers. So let's understand with the 2D metrics. So here you have the frequency and here you have variety. So this is, imagine this is frequency high and frequency low, variety low and variety high. And let's divide this into 4 parts. So imagine all those customers who are buying frequently but have less variety. So what all products will be there? So one will be petrol, because it has, you might be refilling it every 2 days or probably weekly, right? So we have high frequency, but there are lesser options. So here, what exactly you need to give to the customer so that they keeps coming back to you? So here you can offer the loyalty programs. So make sure you put some sort of a gamification for your customers to make them loyal. And you can have AI driven personalization on this segment. We'll talk about that. So let's take that particular example. So let's assume you have frequency high and variety high. So what products will those be? So those are probably your clothes, then you have fashion, and then you have your FMCG products or all your groceries that you buy on your daily needs. So to capture this audience, you need to offer personalization so that they keep coming back to you. If you build tailored clothes, imagine why you go to your fixed tailor, because it gives you a proper fitting to your all clothes that you get stitched, right? And why do you go to the same FMCG store? Imagine like Walmart, when you go to that particular Walmart, and imagine if you're doing some order for your grocery and they tells you missed to add oil to your cart, and you might have skip that while you're making that list. So they have all the data, and they know exactly what you're buying and you have been often purchasing. So that sort of personalization, if you give, the customer will always keep coming back to you. And now let's talk about all those low frequency products which have lesser variety. So can you think of that? Let's see what all services are here. So think of electricity and your LPG or your gas that you buy, and you might be paying for that every month. So to capture this audience, you need to provide them very great service. So all your auto reminders, one-click reorders, or PWA or omni-channel touchpoint to make them repeat scheduling effortless. So you have to provide great service so all these customers keep coming back to you. Then you have this segment where your purchase frequency is less but variety is high. So here you have all your tech products, your gadgets, all your electronics, your car, and even the house or home that you buy. So what exactly you need to do here, right, for this particular customer to keep coming back to you? Here, the thing is, you have to find always a new customer. Always look for new prospect and give referral bonus or commission to your existing customer so that they recommend you on their network, because once you buy a home, certain people buy their home only one time in their entire lifetime, right? So they won't be keep coming back to you again and again. So here you make sure once you have delivered a good service, you ask for referral, because referral often bring more value than trying to bring the same customer back. Plus rich post-purchase content and community spaces to stay top of the mind until the next upgrade. Across all categories, all progressive web app, which we call PWA capabilities, so users can install your site on their phones and connect offline, use omni-channel messaging to stay in touch well beyond the first sale. The goal is same, no matter the category, keep buyers engaged long enough to spark repeat purchase or valuable referrals, so even one-time sales lead to ongoing revenue. And here is the key takeaway: features and functionalities should never be added just because they sound cool. Each one should map back to the business goal. Will it increase your conversion? Will it improve your customer experience? Will it reduce friction or cost? Will it prepare us to scale? Or how to retain customer and when to always find new prospects? So when you look at all these four big areas, here is what each is really answering. So core functionality and foundation, what must the site include and how will it get people to interact? Think must have features like login, e-commerce, compliance, and built-in engagement tools like calculator, quizzes, configurators. So the site works from day one and keep people involved and also plan for the future here. And then comes your tech integration, which tools and platforms you have to link. Think from CRM perspective, from your online scheduling, from real-time support, and then payment gateways, and all your inventory or POS platform. So think of all integration, because your site is a 24/7 robot which is always selling online when you are sleeping. And then comes your scalability and automation. What will let people double or triple the profit later? Scalable hosting, flexible CMS, APIs and AI automations, chatbots, personalized recommendation, predictive analysis, so growth is smooth and not stressful. Then final is your retention or repeat engagement. What will keep customers buying, referring or staying connected? So loyalty rewards, frequent buys, easy reorders for service, variety updates for trends, referral or community program for big ticket sales, plus smart triggers, AI personalization, PWA and omni-channel touchpoint to keep customers engaged long after the first purchase. So use these as your final checkpoint. So if a feature clearly doesn't help one of these goals, it probably doesn't need to be built. And remember, everything what we just covered is there in the free discovery workbook, complete with the right question, exercise and template, so you can map out every feature step by step. And that wraps up our feature and functionality, and with it, entire discovery stage of the DRS process. So now you have every question, checklist, framework to plan a website that brings steady traffic, turns visitors into customers, and scale towards multi-million dollar revenue online. And the next step in the DRS series is research, where we'll validate all plans, market data, customer insights, and competitor analysis, so you are never relying on guesswork. So if you haven't watched the previous discovery videos, so make sure you go back and connect all the pieces. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe so you don't miss the step 2 of this DRS process, which is research. And thanks for following along through the discovery stage. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, enjoy life.